A warm welcome back to your latest industry recap and a bit of an order special with 3 stories discussing either confirmed aircraft orders or prospective ones. Boeing, Airbus, and Airbus are the feature points. Want to begin with the A350, where the European manufacturer has secured another order for its highly touted and upcoming A350 freighter, with Air China Cargo selecting the plane. This revealed in a stock exchange filing flagged by Air Insight, where confirmation arrived for the intention to purchase 12 of the upcoming freighter jet. The purchase is part of Air China Cargo's efforts to revamp the freight fleet moving forward, and with the delivery of these state-of-the-art 350 jets, become more efficient. With shareholder approval still required for the deal to go ahead, this is scheduled for November 14, when shareholders will come together to give the purchase the green light. Once all is said and done, Air China Cargo would take at least 6 units over a 2-year period, spanning from 2029 through to 2031. The order consists of 10 planes, comprising 6 firm orders and 4 additional options. When valued at list prices, it's US $4.65 billion. However, Air China Cargo describes the deal as one that included some pretty fair negotiations, enabling them to secure a hefty discount on the list price value. Discounts, however, are not uncommon. Every order will likely get one. Airline or freight providers rarely will ever pay full list price for their new aircraft. However, the parameters of the final deal are ones that are not often confirmed. It has been a busy period for the A350F. We know that the confirmation in February arrived that the jet would be delayed to 2027, and since then it has been a roller coaster, from the positive news that the aircraft has entered assembly to order cancellations to shifts in cargo demand and much more. With that being said, there is still very much interest from freight operators to purchase the plane, as evident through Air China Cargo, and you would expect that to continue moving forward. Over to Boeing, who have secured a landmark $8 billion deal from Vietnam Airlines as part of a trade deal signed between the United States and Vietnam. The sizable deal, which has been long rumored, might I add, has received the all clear following a trade deal announced between the President of the United States and the Vietnamese government. The framework of the deal is viewed as a means to help ensure that a fair and balanced relationship can continue between the pair, and in a manner that will benefit both parties. At this stage, the deal framework on the Boeing side of things has yet to be finalized, and what this means at the time of recording is there is no specific aircraft or delivery dates that have been provided. But what I should say is the airline's interest in more aircraft is something that has been long documented and should give us a bit of a hint at least what it wants its fleet mix to look like moving forward. In September, Vietnam Airlines released what was described as an industry-first invitation, specifically looking towards Airbus and Boeing to help expand its long-haul fleet by adding 30 more wide-body jets. The Vietnamese flag carrier said the A350-900 and the 787-9 were the 2 primary aircraft of interest. Both are already in its fleet, so adding the jets would not complicate the business further. Vietnam Airlines already flies the 787 across 2 variants. All this follows Vietnam Airlines, you may recall, previous confirmation as well that it would acquire more narrow-body jets from Boeing. These trade deals that we see continue to be signed are huge for airlines and definitely great for the backlog at Boeing as they see more and more aircraft orders. Over to the final story, and this is another prospective deal that seems to be inching closer thanks to comments from Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney on the A220. When speaking on the sidelines of a summit at the end of October, he said that he had met with the CEO of AirAsia to discuss a deal that would include 8 to 20 aircraft built in Quebec playing a major role in the A220 program, as it is home to a crucial final assembly line, a move that follows the aircraft formerly known as the C-Series, bought and developed by Airbus now. The production of the regional jet therefore has the support of the government of Quebec and is located in a facility just outside Montreal. It is one of only 2 assembly lines in North America, the other in Alabama, the United States. A key reason why the A220 remains of such interest interest is the previously outlined ambitions of the broader AirAsia group, which centers on growth to be achieved over the next 5 to 10 years. The business is hopeful that there'll be more flights to secondary airports offered. While showing continued strong demand, these are markets that are not currently well served by AirAsia, primarily driven by their fleet mix. Smaller destinations are viewed as necessary, as these locations not only will see population increases, but will see demand for more people to visit. And as a result, AirAsia wants to be able to pounce on this demand and grow its market share. A deal for the A220 was actually expected at the mid-year 2025 edition of the Paris Air Show. This was not signed, and at the time, the AirAsia CEO confirmed that a deal was to be close. Nothing has fabricated since, but it seems to, at the very least, now be moving in a positive direction. Thank you very much for your support here on the channel. If you have any thoughts, you're more than welcome to drop them down below in the comments. Appreciate the support, and I'll see you tomorrow.